Changes are coming to Michigan's car seat laws, which means if you have children, listen up, because this will impact you. Those new safety laws take effect Wednesday and then will change how long kids need to ride in the back seats of those vehicles. Ty Steele, live with a car safety expert for us to break it all down for us. Lots of changes there, Ty.
Yeah, lots of changes, Karen. Did you know, it's really sad, but car crashes are the leading cause of death for children. But having the right car seat can prevent the likelihood of death by 50%. So bottom line, car seats save lives. There are some changes, though, coming to Michigan when it comes to car seat law. So every parent with a young child out there should listen to this, because you're going to need to know there's some changes that may surprise you. To go over those changes, we have Renee Czar. She's the Injury Prevention Coordinator for Children's Hospital of Michigan. Thanks so much for joining us and bringing all the props to make this clear for us. So let's start with the youngest age group, 0 to 2. What do we need to know?
So children under the age of 2 have to stay rear-facing in the back seat of a vehicle. It is now law. So when children outgrow their infant carrier, the next transition that we want to see them in is a seat like this, which is, we call this a rear-facing convertible seat. This seat can take a child 40 pounds rear-facing.
So it may be more than 2, because if you've got a second grader that's not 40 pounds, they need to be rear-facing in this car seat.
It's the safest child in the vehicle to be rear-facing.
And now it's law.
Yep, and now it's law. So we want to see our little ones under the age of 2 rear-facing as long as possible, even up to the age of 3.
Okay, what about 2 to 5?
So the ages 2 to 5, that's when they have to stay in a harnessed car seat until the upper weight limits of the car seat. So this one right here in the middle goes to 65 pounds. Okay. So children 5 years old can be in a harnessed car seat as long as possible.
And 5 to 8, this one may be hard for some youngsters, because there's some changes that are going to affect kids that may feel like they're too old for that kind of car seat, right?
Yeah, so the children under the age of 8 need to be in a booster seat until they're at least 57 inches tall, which is about 4 feet 9. So, you know, we have our child there that's in the booster seat until the age of 8 or 57 inches, and that's how we want them to stay in the back seat of a vehicle.
4 foot 9. I mean, my wife is only 5 feet tall. I mean, there's kids that are never going to make that even in high school, and so the law now is that if you are in that height bracket, I mean, you really do need to be in the booster seat to be at utmost safety, right?
We care about height more than age, too. So some children could be petite for their size. Right. And so we really want them to be 57 inches before they're able to sit in a vehicle seatbelt system.
Okay, and there's one more age group to go under 13. What's changing there? So
children that are under the age of 13 must remain in the back seat of a vehicle. So once they are over the age of 13, if they are the fourth occupant in the vehicle, then they can sit in the front seat. We do suggest you move the seat back, get them away from that frontal airbag so they're a little more safe. Right. But it's okay for children over the age of 13 to be in the front seat.
And there's only an exception to that if all the car seats are taken and the only seat left for your 12-year-old, for example, would be the front passenger seat, correct?
If the back seat is full of smaller little occupants, then yes, then it would be okay. We just recommend moving the seat back away from the airbag.
So there we go. There are all the changes. We threw a lot at our viewers. Of course, thank you so much for joining us. Renee Czar, Injury Prevention Coordinator for Children's Hospital of Michigan. We really appreciate it. Of course, we threw a lot at you guys. We've got a QR code on the screen right now. Go to that QR code, snap that with your phone. It's going to go over all the changes to the laws in Michigan when it comes to car seats. And you can also go to our website, clickondetroit.com. We've got it all for you there as well. Karen, back to you.
I appreciate it. You explained it very well, because there's a lot of changes. Thanks, Ty.